Hi everyone, Richard Seacorp here. I'm the designer and creator of Kinetic Edge. Today just going to go through a bit of gameplay footage and some design ideas of how we got to where we are. And over the next few minutes really, just going to show you how we got to the design we're currently at in our live demo and what we expect to do in the future for the game. So I'll crack on now. Basically, with Kinetic Edge, we wanted to design a game where it's quick and easy to play with your friends. That's the primary goal. From that point, we wanted to achieve some goals where we had specific design targets, but it was all really based around fun, being fun, quick, easy to understand, hard to master, good time with your friends, and just all of those things really when it comes to having a fast, fluid and fun gameplay experience. So once we defined those goals, we basically said, right, what do we want to do next? We wanted to find the look and feel of the game. So for about a week or so, we tried to have a look at different themes and different styles, how we would theme the game, what the aesthetics would look like, what the environment would be like, but again we wanted it to be quite a easy to understand world. Quick, not only was it quick to understand, but it's quick for us to make, because we wanted this to be a very fast and fun development that we could do quickly and see how fast we can make a really fun and compelling game. So from a developer standpoint as well, we often make games that take quite a while to make, easily can run into years and years. So we decided to say, hey, can we make it a really fun game in actually quite a quick amount of time? So that was another one of our goals here, and I think we're doing quite well at achieving that. There's just some gameplay footage I'm going through now, which will be just a standard race mode. So you'll see on here that we've just gone through the menu and we're in the game. And right now it's in heavy development, so there's lots of stuff that will change, but really this is just it's a good look at what we will be at our final version in February. So this is race mode, but I'm just racing against time to try and get the best time, which will log on your Steam user board, so you can get your best time against your friends as well. So that's already all working, and it's good stuff. So yeah, each level contains checkpoints that you'll go through, and that'll save you progress. So if you do fall off the edge, or someone can push you off the edge, then you won't necessarily go back to the start. With the level designs for most of these, I have designed a level with a theme. So this one, for example, is all a circular theme, and with the whole game, the edges of every object will be lit, basically. So that's how we get the style of the game. Everything on the outside has to be lit in some way, so the actual surface should only be either reflective or matte, and then from there I design the environment with all the different colors and all the different shapes. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about the circles, this level has a specific circular theme where I try to make all the different levels, not only do they have a theme, but they have a gameplay based around that theme. So for this one, for example, you go in circles, you're balancing on circles, and then when you go to the end of this level, you're like kind of going round semicircles to get to the top. So that's the general idea and the principle of the design, and then from there we just try to make it as fun as possible. So how we've done that is basically to make it multiplayer. We want single and multiplayer. They both work, and they're both playable now in the demo, so you can go and try it. The only reason why I'm not going to show any multiplayer footage in this is because it's just a recording of myself. So but yeah, so you can race in multiplayer, and you can also race in single player. So if you race in single player, you get your time logged on the leaderboard. So if your other friend wants to come and hop in and race against your time, then they can do that. And maybe at some point down the line, I would like to possibly introduce like a ghost of your friend as well. That's quite a complicated thing, I guess. So, but yeah, eventually it would be cool if we could get the ghost in there too. So this level is a triangular and pyramid theme. We wanted to have a challenging level, all based on the design principle that we had that I explained a minute ago, where it's all about having a theme that works with the game design. So with this one, we took pyramids and triangles. There's me failing there as well, but yeah. So we took the pyramid triangle shape, and we tried to make levels out of that specifically. So we'll try and make the entire environment out of those shapes, and then also the actual challenges. So you can see a few of the challenges that you'll go through on this level. They're based around the actual pyramid shape or the triangular shape, and so we keep the checkpoints, in case anyone's wondering, just as a circle for all checkpoints, just because I want the player to learn that that is the checkpoint, and I feel that if we do keep continually changing up the shape of the checkpoint, it's going to become quite hard to remember what exactly they are. So that's why I've chosen to keep them as a circle, because then once you've learned that that is a checkpoint, you don't have to ever look for a different shape checkpoint. You know that's where you've got to go. Yeah, so that's why we keep that consistent, but the rest of the things I will try and change up. One of the things we do get with the levels when we put the reflectivity up is we get quite an interesting visual style. So far people really like it, and they really like how it actually all refracts and reflects off of the surfaces. So we're really happy with the design style in that regard. I think we do need to tweak it in some ways before we go for our full launch, because some environments are really trippy, like too trippy, and I definitely think they need to just be toned down slightly. But overall, it's a good thing that we've got for our style. So this one, in this level, the goal was to get to the pyramid at the end. We wanted a big run up to the end, and then when you get inside, you are now inside the pyramid here, and then it looks like the floor is essentially glowing, it's on fire, and then you have to go up the final path to get to the end of the checkpoint, end of the level, sorry. So that's another kind of example of the route that we're going. Next level that we're playing here is the actual exterior of the pyramid. So for this one, we try to iterate on our previous design when you were racing towards the pyramid. So for this one, we wanted to focus on the design of the color and the design of the actual level. So we wanted a fully dynamic pyramid that was kind of building itself and constructing and destructing. So we wanted platforms to come in and out, and we wanted the player to have to basically get to the top of the pyramid whilst it was moving and evolving and building itself as in one object. So to begin with, we have these spikes that stick out, and then the pyramid will slowly move out and block your progress, and then when the pyramid starts to retract, you have to time it so you can then jump across. And we thought a lot about color and visual cues for this level, and I wanted to maintain a consistency and a theme with color as well as the shape in this level. So you'll see that some of the platforms are a brighter yellow, and the safe areas will be green, ones that don't move, and checkpoints will be green. However, there are elements that will block you or potentially push you off or make you go back to a checkpoint, and those that I have styled those in red. So this is a combination now of all of the different things that we've been trying and testing, and this is a really nice mix of both visual and theme of the level. And so basically the player now has to go around the pyramid over and over and triumph over all of these separate challenges essentially. And then just up here, when this is an interesting one, when we put platforms in, we keep the physics velocity on the ball. It's not the only shape you can play others, but we just test with the ball for the time being. We want to introduce more shapes soon, But yeah, so if the platform is moving, velocity will continue to be applied to the player. So if you do nothing, it will throw you off the edge. So even when the platforms are rotating and moving, it's still a challenge to have to balance it whilst it's on the incline and also spinning until you get to that next checkpoint, which is just coming up now. And then the end goal of this level was to get to the top, and once you hit the top of the pyramid, the level is complete. And yeah, we've basically put challenges on every side going up, so you can see as it goes. If you see down below, the challenges are still down there, and then as you come up, more and more challenges will be on every side. So this one's quite simple once you get to the top, and then you just got the final climb up to the top, which is just some jumping and platforming. But again, you can obviously race this level with your friends and see if you can beat their high score. And it's not the only game mode in the game. We've got loads of other game modes. We're just showing these ones off for the moment because the rest of them were still in development. But I'll show you some more in development game modes shortly. So yeah, that's the end of the pyramid level. So this game mode is golf game mode. This is the one that's currently in development that we're still working on, and this is from the actual engine. I'm just having a little fly around to show you an example. There's several different game modes we're working on at the moment. We've got survival, which is the last man standing, and we've also got arena, which is another good game mode to play with your friends, which you can see in the trailer of the game. But again, that's mainly multiplayer, so I can't really show too much footage of that one, but you can certainly go and check out the trailer. With golf game mode, we really want to be able to have a multiplayer experience where you can have these really fun and crazy race courses to play golf on. We just want to see how we can potentially involve other shapes and styles in that game mode. And then lastly, we have arena, which we've got several different arenas. This is just one example of pretty much the most vanilla one we have, which is just a circle, and then inside the green circle you achieve the most points. So there's always a reason for players to get to the middle, because you get times 3 points in the middle, and then you get times 2 points on the outside, and then just standard points on the outside of the second circle. So it's always motivation getting to the middle, because if you can stay into the middle for the longest, then you will get the most points and win the game. But you can also use your player blast ability here to push players off the edge. So yeah, there's lots of different arenas that we're excited to show when the game fully comes out. But one of these, I believe, is live in the demo now that you can also check out and play. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the insight to the demo of Kinetic Edge and where we're at the moment. Just thought I'd finish off with some graphics of our original versions where we just messed around. We got our logo from one of the early versions, but these levels have evolved or been iterated into new things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that gives you a better insight into how we develop a game and what we do, and how we get to the stage that we're at. And hopefully we'll see you all in February with a full launch of Kinetic Edge, and I really hope you'll all enjoy it. So thank you for joining me today on the Kinetic Edge developer insight, and take care and goodbye.
Gamesplay.org